good morning, and I'm coming to you live from digital address GA0992539 in Kakumim Lakra on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We're Joy News on TV. We're also live on DSTV channel 421 and Go TV channel 144. Check out our YouTube stream. It is Joy News Live. My name is Mapisa CBD, and this is Joy News Interactive. We'll be back after this. Hashtag total recall on Joy is trending, and it's about the $2 billion Sinohydro deal, which was touted as the unprecedented barter arrangement to fix Ghana's infrastructure needs and modernize our roads. But 3 years after Ghana signed the agreement with the Chinese, Joy News is learning that government has so far only managed to access $80 million for the ongoing project. So we're asking the question, what happened to the Sinohydro money and the project it was meant to fund, on this episode of Total Recall, which we're airing later on this evening. But here are some snippets of that.
Traffic, crazy snaking traffic. As far as the eyes can see, and as you can see behind me, this is the Adenta Dodowa Road. It used to be pretty easy to drive on in the morning and in the evening, but it has become a hot spot for traffic and a great border for those who live on this stretch. There are sprawling communities coming up on this stretch. This all the way to Oyibi, you have Ashiye, and then you also have places on this stretch with upscale middle-class residential areas, which has become pretty attractive for the middle class. The reason why in the last 2 years, this road is possibly one of the most traffic-prone areas in the Greater Accra region. What people have to do in the morning is wake up as early as 3 and 4 a.m. and avoid the main road, because if you stay on the main road, it's going to take you more than 3 hours to make a stretch that would ordinarily take you 20 minutes to travel. So what they do is find alternative routes. Now, this is one of the alternative routes that those who live on this stretch, who have to, on the daily basis, deal with the crazy traffic, have resorted to. These routes, as you can see in the background, is terrible in its own nature. It's not asphalted at all. It has gullies in it. It has craters in it. But people have to bear with that. That is the only way you can dodge the traffic. And it snakes by itself through the meandering communities in the connecting routes that join the main road. And so many have had to resort to this, as you see in the background, risking their own cars, their own health, and of course, having to pump a lot of money in repairing vehicles. For those who live in this particular community and on the stretch from Adenta all the way to Oyibi and Dodowa and beyond, it has become a living hell. But this is one of the roads that was touted a few years back as one that has been approved under the Sinohydro deal. It was supposed to have started years ago, but it hasn't started. The promise to get this road fixed and dualized, which was approved by Parliament as part of the first lot of the Sinohydro deal, hasn't materialized. And many of the residents in this area and in this community on the stretch are still hopeful that it will happen, that the politicians will keep their promise. How bad is the traffic?
It's very bad. Every day, every time in the day, it's bad.
So what do you do? I mean, I see that you've been trying to dodge it.
Okay, so I live at the Regimental Estate, so I have to go round and round, and the road at the back is so bad. So it's very difficult.
How early do you have to wake up just to dodge the traffic and get into town?
4 o'clock. They need to help us.
In 2018, the Adenta Dodowa Road was one of 10 lots approved under the Chinese-sponsored Sinohydro deal. It was scheduled to begin in 2019. 2 years on, the road remains undone, in a complete state of disrepair, and with traffic congestion worse than anything you have ever experienced anywhere, all day, every day.
Evans, interestingly, honestly, I think it's dead.
Kesel Atafosing is ranking member on the Finance Committee in Parliament.
I think it's dead for a simple reason. We were made to believe that the government is bringing in a special structure which is going to solve our infrastructure problems. It is certainly not going to be alone, but a barter system. And we will see an investment in excess of 3 billion US dollars over a period of time. Parliament approved an agreement for them to bring in the first tranche of about 500 million US dollars. But as we speak, under 25 million Ghana cedis has been drawn down. So that's, for me, after so many years, I can conclude that the Sinohydro agreement is dead.
Catch the full Total Recall episode Monday on the Super Morning Show and also later this evening on the JoyNews channel at the 8:30 p.m. But let's go to Twitter, where hashtag Total Recall on Joy has been trending and people are talking about it. This one is from Adote, who says, the more you think about such barter trades with our Chinese partners, the more angry you get and the higher your blood pressure will rise. I think Honorable Kojo Ponkruma is needed back at Joy 99.7 more than ever. This one is from Kwesia, who says, as for me, I don't believe him because I know that if these projects were to commence by the end of this year, his boss, that's the vice president, would have started talking about it. At Kenneth Dako, in 2018, the Denta Dodoa Road was one of the 10 lots approved under the Chinese-sponsored Sinohydro deal. It was scheduled to begin in 2019. 2 years on, the road remains undone. We also have Charles Aite, who posted this of Joy Business, and he says, mobile maintenance under Unit 2 of GHA currently fixing the potholes on the Tema motorway, and that's the post that he has. The NPP media, they are posting that the Jaskan Dodi Pepso wrote at Joy 99.7 FM at hashtag Total Recall on Joy. So, victory for NPP, media for NPP. Those are some Twitter pages on Twitter. Yeah, those are some Twitter pages. And they are showing the roads that have been done after the 3 years. Media NPP feeder roads in Ashanti region, they're showing those roads. And also we have still, again, NPP media, Takoradi Interchange ongoing project. But I want us to go to our Joy 99.7 FM page. I will ask you, this is the state of the Accra Tema motorway. Do you use the motorway and what's your experience? And if you've used the motorway, you know how terrible it is. It's like a death trap because some of the potholes, you can't see them, right? And by the time you are like getting close to the pothole, you've driven over it and your tire is bust. So it's really, really terrible. On both sides of the Tema motorway, the potholes are terrible. So I want to find out your experience. So here are some of the pictures of the Tema motorway potholes. So what has been your experience? Fredamat says, hashtag Joyce. So the money that we pay for the toll, what is it used for? At Ralph_Zinto says, the Accra bound road is a death trap. It spoils my car the last time I used it. I wonder what the tolls are used for. Robin Donald 7 says, the road is terrible to the extent that trotro drivers and their conductors stand in the middle of the roads to beg incoming vehicles to stop for their passengers to cross so they can convey them. This habit actually needs to be addressed. Sambaf says, I wish Kwame Nkrumah was on Twitter. Sadly, he could feed our minds. He fed our minds that we're capable of handling our mess. And at Kwesi's response to that tweet, he did what was best for Ghana. Can't the authority in charge fix a common concrete road? This one is from at DN Aguida, who says, the motorway is officially a legal death trap. You pay money to use at the risk of certain death. Each day there are no less than 5 accidents. Yes, every single day. Well, that's according to this Twitter folk. It's only the major ones that get any media coverage. It's even worse when it rains. Honey comes in to say it's very terrible. Even the crossing around the Ashaiman Klagon under the bridge deserves serious concern, which demands attention. All right, let's go to Dom155 Rich, who says there are several solutions to the problem. Number one is urgent repairs to damaged sections. Number two, expansion into 4 lanes at suitable sections. Number three, cameras to enforce maximum speed limits. We know that the Ghana Police Service has some cameras around the country and they're monitoring everything you are doing. So don't skip that red light. Stop when it is amber and go when it is green. Yeah, because Big Brother is watching you. The Ghana Police Service is watching you. And if they catch you, all right. Properly designed entry and exit points. And number 5 is interrogation of motorway driving into driving test. More comments about the Accra-Tema motorway. This one is from The Grace, who says, it is really bad. The state of the road is bad. People stopping vehicles at 8 kilometers so they can cross, cars crossing, and 3-tire cars driving at 10 kilometers an hour. Yeah, so another problem a lot of drivers face on the Accra-Tema motorway is the Aboboya, which will be traveling at like 10 kilometers an hour, causing some huge traffic, or a huge truck also, you know, driving very slowly. And I'm sure you can recall the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Carter, wanted to abolish those Aboboya, and that's what one of the Twitter folks are complaining about, that they'll be driving at 10 kilometers an hour and the cows are just passing in front of them, however. Okay. From Sweet Israel says, what's the toll from the Tema motorway been used for? Or that one has been passed somewhere. This thing, dear, it's deadly. Oftentimes I prefer using Sprintex to Accra instead of the motorway. This is a citizen saying that on Twitter. Isaac BB99 says, paying tolls for this? At El Tete response, Charlie, the toll thing, we for stop the pay safe. Eli_fearless, Ghana, where lies the maintenance culture? This road has been serving this nation for many years, but hasn't received much maintenance it truly deserves. Look at its current state. We're patiently waiting for a disaster to occur before we do the needful. Shaking my head. At Abdul Bakiaram says, it's horrible, especially in the night. I even hit a pothole, which I then became afraid. Okay, please, the Labadi Bridge is also there for years and it hasn't been fixed. All right, at Stevo 5 says you should be adding this as a toll road and drivers pay for it without complaint. Now let me take a last few tweets from them. Brian Makoja says, almost cried 2 days ago at around 12 midnight when I was returning from Akosombo and was almost home. The potholes destroyed my 2 front tires. This country, eh? And the last one from Dot Bomber says, instead of using your platform, okay, thank you very much for advising us on what to use our platform for, and thank you so much for engaging with our content. But let's go to Facebook. We are still promoting our Total Recall episode, and that episode is asking, where is the $2 billion Sinohydro deal? We posted it on Facebook. We've got 196 comments, 13 shares, 289 reactions. George Kwatsing Adenta says, good call. At least it will give the government platform to update Ghanaians about the deal, the project completed, ongoing, and the new ones. Ebenezer Anan says, I've seen some reaction by party pundits, but it's the media's job to ask the questions and for the government, in this case, to answer. People should not expect us to consume information as put out. If they're really true as ongoing as put out, clarity will be sought on them. Doubts cleared and appropriate critique made. Ghana would be better and not a political party. People must think. I support and urge discerning and right, open-minded, and hashtag the Ghana Project Conscious Ghanaians to support this. All right. Afoda is saying that we should come to Jasikan Dodo Pepeso Road and we will see it there. And at Sami Dompre posted this. Okay. Number one, okay, so the foreign projects under the Sinohydro battery agreement are currently ongoing. The 84-kilometer Accra Inner City Roads, 100-kilometer Kumasi Inner City Roads, Tambale Interchange Project, Takoradi PTC Roundabout Interchange Project. That's what he is saying. Construction of Prestea roads ongoing under Sinohydro. Since when? Okay, so Joy News, we are solidly behind you. We need answers. That is from Aflawu Lukaku. So those are some of the comments on the hashtag Total Recall on Joy. You know, you can catch that episode at 8:30 p.m. on the Joy News channel. We're also on YouTube. It is Joy News Live. You really don't want to miss it. We're asking the question, where is the $2 billion Sinohydro deal that is meant to fix Ghana's infrastructure? Where is that money? On that note, we're going to take a quick breather. When I come back, we check out what's trending and what people are talking about this Monday morning.